sorry.
Sit down.
Yes,
She was
sorry.
just greeting
She's
the
just
Knight of the
sitting
Realm.
in.
I was just kissing our guest.
Just a wonderful wall of Lenny.
This is the wall of... I've got one of these at my house. This is lovely. Thank
Lovely
you
to have
very
you
much.
here,
Good
Lenny.
morning,
It's
Britain.
really fantastic to have you.
It's
Well,
nice
the
to be
question
here.
on the front of the book is, who am I again? So here we go. We just remind...
Hang on, Ben, hang on. I'm just going to... Hang on. You need to ask me some general knowledge questions now. Because if one of these comes down here...
If one of them comes down...
But you need the... We need
the
Susanna
shelf.
to do this with her foot.
We need the shelf. Hold on. That's got hit written all over it.
Has it? I think that could be a big programme.
There you go.
The next one is the one with the claw and the teddy bear.
They've tried.
I'm going to do that one, though.
They've tried.
Have they tried that one?
Of course they've tried.
You haven't tried it with Lenny, though.
I
That's the thing.
I love that show. I watched that show. I didn't think I was going to like it, and now I'm mesmerised by it.
It's quite
every
hypnotic,
day.
isn't it?
Drop zone 1, please, Ben. And then it drops down, and you're drinking your tea. Oh! It's brilliant.
It's a roller coaster ride, Lenny.
And then they drop the big one.
The jackpot goes in.
That's cheating.
But that's the
They
big
drop
money.
a really big-ass manhole cover down. And then it's such a great show.
Then I have to say there's a celebrity version.
There isn't.
Which Ben will be speaking to your agent about as soon as we
I'll
finish
get a
this
phone call
interview.
before you come off
I'm just
air.
going to
Don't
bring
worry.
my own big coin. Now, onto the book, Ben, because frankly...
Well, look, before we get to the
haven't
book,
got long.
Well, before we get to the book, because we do want to talk about that a little bit earlier on, we played a little joke on our Laura. It's a big birthday.
Oh, yes, we
for
want
her.
you in on this.
And we were very excited. So this is how we started the show this morning. We got Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris.
There you go, Chris.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh, that's lovely.
Thrilled to bits.
Love Chris.
Nice.
Thrilled to bits that we could celebrate birthday with someone who we're all so fond of here.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
A regular on the show, actually.
Fletcher, integral part of the family. He's been here. So
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I want cake.
The thing is, she was absolutely serious.
furious.
Yes.
She was furious. We did get her a cake. She did get
Just
a
wanted
cake
to
in the
take
end.
the cake away.
Now, Chris
Sorry,
is a,
Chris.
He's a good friend of yours, Lenny.
Yes.
You did Tiswas together all those years.
All those years ago.
So would you like to join us this morning in wishing Chris Tarrant a very happy birthday? Morning, Chris.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to
now you got
me.
to happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Tarrant.
You
God
know,
knows
I
what you're doing
never
up at this time in the
realised-
morning.
I
You must have been
never
absolutely
knew.
legless last night. Happy birthday to you, CT, and a big picture of a fish at the bottom.
You know, you talk more than Piers Morgan. Shut up. plug your book and get off.
I'm trying to, but you're interrupting my spot on morning television.
Chris,
This is a top interview. Shut up.
Chris,
I never
just
knew I was the same age as Laura. I never realised that. That's amazing.
happy birthday to you, Chris. Just
Thank you, darling.
Just remind us how important Tiswas was before we talk to Lenny about all his other things.
Well, really, without Tiswas, Lenny wouldn't be sitting on your sofa at all. He was nothing. I plucked him from obscurity, that boy.
He did,
The really annoying thing is that he's actually probably the most talented man I ever met. And I hate myself for saying that, but he actually is. He can do everything.
Did you, Chris? Did you think that straight away when he first turned up on those first few days?
No, he was useless. He's an absolute waste of space. We didn't pay him for 3 years and he was so bad.
That's not true.
He used to come in on Saturday and pay me to have him on. He was,
Thank you for
Happy
joining us.
birthday, CT.
you haven't mentioned your book yet.
No, we will. Don't worry. It's right here. Who am I again? We're going to be doing
What a
that and
rip-off.
lots more.
It's called Who Am I Again, Chris?
What a rip-off.
Chris,
book.
Chris, have you been out to get one yet?
He's in
He
it.
sent me one, actually.
He sent you one. Did he send him one?
He sent me
did,
one.
Did he
yeah.
send in the
with
bill as
his
well?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Dear Chris,
famously
please read my
overpriced.
book.
Oh,
Here's £8.50.
Chris Tarrant, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Chris.
It's like this is your life.
What a morning. It's very busy.
Who else would you like to ask to call
Is
up
Eamon
while you're-
Andrews going to come back from the life?
Now, that would be impressive.
That would be
That would be
extraordinary.
impressive. We can do some things, but not perhaps that.
Was it a turning point for you?
Tiswas, yeah. Well, the book is from birth to Tiswas. And because I wanted to show people the first 20 years of my life and to give them an idea of what led to me winning New Faces and then plunging into a minstrel show and then what allowed me to jump off a trampoline into the next stage of my career. Because I don't know if you know, but I'm a black person.
Oh.
So for me to be in a minstrel show was really weird and depressing and sad, even though the people were lovely.
Why did you make that decision then, Lenny? Was it just because...
Grown-ups made the decision.
was
I
an
went to the
opportunity.
Portman Hotel and some grown-ups were talking, and the next thing I know, I was in a minstrel show for 5 years. And my mum co-signed the contract because she didn't know about contracts because she worked in a factory. And I was
Can you
stuck
explain?
in it.
Sorry, there might be some people watching this when you don't know what a minstrel show is.
A minstrel show is a show where people put shoe polish on their faces and have these huge white lips and pretend to be black people and sing songs from the shows. And I was stuck in that show for 5 years. And the people were very nice that did it. I met some really lovely people. But the fact of it is I was in this strange racist anomaly for all this time. And I would be the only black person within a 30-mile radius wherever I went. And then Chris came to see me in 1978, a year before I finished. And he didn't talk about the minstrels at all. Frank Carson said, "You got to go and see Lenny Henry. He's a cracker." And Chris came to see the show and he basically compartmentalised the minstrelsy thing. And he just went, "I think Lenny could do well on Tiswas." And he said, "Come down and see what we do." And I went down to see what they do. And in a studio smaller than this for 250 quid a week, it was mayhem. There was a man with a pig's head on. There was a man with bandages all around him. There was a man entirely clad in black, putting custard pies in everybody's faces, called the Phantom Flan Flinger. There were children being pulled up by their ears. There were grown-ups in cages. Sally James was wearing inconceivably subjective clothing every Saturday morning. And I just thought, this is like
anarchy.
heaven.
Yeah.
And you could do what you want. I mean, the thing is, within reason, you could do what you want. And it was great.